Djimon Hounsou admits he's still struggling to make a living despite Oscar noms, Blockbuster films. The two-time Oscar nominee, who has worked in the industry for decades, cited, quote, systematic racism for his financial instability by Jasmine Tolliver. Djimon Hounsou has a noteworthy resume in Hollywood, even accumulating Oscar-nominated roles throughout his decades-long career. But he says he still struggles to, quote, make a living despite garnering critical acclaim. Quote, I'm still struggling to make a living, unquote, he said in a new interview with CNN, quote, I've been in this business making films now for over 2 decades with 2 Oscar nominations, been in many big blockbuster films, and yet I'm still struggling financially. I'm definitely underpaid, unquote. Hounsou, 60, is known for starring in multiple popular blockbuster films, including Ridley Scott's Gladiator, Steven Spielberg's Armistead, Blood Diamond, opposite Leonardo DiCaprio, Marvel's Guardian of the Galaxies, and DC's Shazam. The Beninese-born actor alleged he was snubbed for an Oscar after facing xenophobia and racism in the industry. Quote, I was nominated for the Golden Globe, but they ignored me for the Oscar, talking about the fact that they thought that I had just came off the boat and off the streets, unquote, he claimed. Quote, even though I successfully did Spielberg's Armistead film, they just didn't feel like I was an actor to whom they should pay any respect. This conceptual idea of diversity still has a long way to go, unquote, noting that, quote, systematic racism won't change, quote, anytime soon. After CNN correspondent Larry McDowell called Hounsou's claims, quote, mind-boggling to hear because Hounsou was, quote, one of the first big black actors I saw in a big budget films, unquote, the actor responded, quote, well, that's a sign for you that systematic racism is not something you can deal with lightly, unquote. Hounsou added, quote, you have to cope with it and survive the best way you can, unquote. Hounsou has previously opened up about feeling, quote, cheated in Hollywood due to unfair pay disparities. Quote, I'm still trying to make $1. I've come up in the business with some people who are absolutely well off and have very little of my accolades. So I feel cheated, tremendously cheated, in terms of finances and in terms of workload as well, unquote, the star told The Guardian in March of 2023. He told the outlet that in the past he's visited studios for meetings only to be told, quote, wow, we felt like you just got off the boat and then went back after Amistad. We didn't know you were here as a true actor, unquote. Hounsou added, quote, when you hear things like that, you can see that some people's vision of you or what you represent is very limiting. But it is what it is. It's up to me to redeem that, unquote. Original HuffPost story linked in the description below.